Oh look, I decided to play one of the most beloved video games of all time. I mean, really, what can be said about Symphony of the Night that hasn't been said already? This game is so good. Honestly, might be one of my favorite games of all time, but that list is ever changing. Gonna be a pretty casual playthrough, so I'll try to get everything, but if I miss one or two items, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. PlayStation 1 load times. Final stage. Yeah, that's right, we get to start at the end of the game at Dracula's staircase. So you'll want to do this to hit that little secret button there. It lowers a secret staircase. Now what's at the top of the secret staircase, you might be wondering? Well, a whole lot of stuff we can't actually do anything with. A moonrod, a beta layer, a dark shield, a firebrand. Gosh. Heart refresh, shield rod, sunglasses, power side. Wow, these are so cool. How do I use them? You don't. The pause screen just pauses. Yep, it's just a tease. You can't actually do anything with any of those. Big sad. But hey, you can farm hearts up there, which is absolutely what I did. And here we are.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves!
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!
Oh, I could recite that whole thing line for line at this point, I'm sure. So, easy way to cheese him? Just use your sub-weapon's ultimate power there. Absolutely just destroys him, and there's really nothing he can do about it. Or you could just, throw them like a normal person, that works too. Alright, that's phase 1 done. That doesn't look good. So my phase 2 strategy that I like to employ is the old duck under his legs and flail the whip around like a madman. Doesn't make for a very interesting or engaging fight, but he can't do anything about it, so who am I to complain? And yeah, just like that, Dracula's dead. Rest in peace, my dude, until the next time you're alive. Or unalive, I guess. And now for some exposition. I'm pretty sure that was Rondo of Blood, is that what that was? The ending of that? Richter's game? I never actually beat that one, I'm sorry to say, but basically Richter defeated Dracula, he disappears 4 years later, his friend Maria goes looking for him, and yeah. That's pretty much the backstory. Thankfully, there really isn't much of a story to this game, if that's not your sort of thing. So, forces of good and evil get to duke it out. Alucard, Dracula's son, is going out to kill him at Castlevania, which is the name of the castle. And, yep, it's the same Alucard from Castlevania 3. I'm sure everyone's played Castlevania 3, right? Ha ha ha. No, I doubt it. It's actually not a bad game, I do recommend it, but not everyone's cup of tea, I can understand. Dracula's Castle beckons for you, and I am more than excited to answer the call because I love playing this game. Seriously. If somehow you have never seen anything on this game or played it yourself, you're missing out. This is fantastic. Seriously, like, it pioneered the Metroidvania genre. And yes, I'm crediting this game with that and not Metroid, I know. How funny. Little secret, I was never actually that big into Metroid. I know. Gotta revoke my gamer license. Never change PS1 load times. Well, who's this? Well, that's Alucard, the guy I was just talking about. Dracula's son and one of the protags of Castlevania 3. He is very powerful, as you can see. Nothing can even stand in his way. Except for zombies, apparently, because I don't know how to hit them. Oh well, one whole damage, I'm not thinking that's gonna really kill me. Although their constant spawning out of the ground could be a little annoying. Ooh, a bat. Oh. Oh, yep, you do level up in this game. Ooh, a potion. So we can break this to get a pot roast. We can break the wall on this side too, but there's no real point to that. Except if you want to create the passageway. And down here we got some mermen. They aren't very strong either. So if you want to grind EXP, now would be the time to do it, because as you can see, a whole bunch of enemies just die in one hit and don't really do much of anything to you. I'm not going to make use of it personally, but you can if you want to. Dead end, can't go that way. Unfortunate. Might as well just keep going. Oh. Man, you're really hitting these things hard if they're just exploding into flames. Now, hit this little bit here for a free turkey. And... oh. You.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals? I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
Oh, I needed those. So yeah, he just took all of our items, and now the old classic fake out of starting you with really overpowered gear and then taking it all away immediately. Now, I'm gonna see if I can't get this on my first try here. Whoop. Not like that, you won't. Ooh, I am not gonna replicate that ever. Okay. 3 heart max up. What do those do? Well, those are ammos for your sub-weapons. You know, like those crosses I was using as Richter at the start. Think of them like missile containers in Metroid, if that's what your frame of reference is. Definitely something to collect a lot of. Punch a skeleton out, sure thing. You get a new weapon, the short sword. It is only 2 points stronger than my fist, but as you can see, the range is significantly greater. Dead end, can't do anything there. Big sad. Now what about down door number 2? The strange floating thing. Well, these are your save points. Use them every time you see them, they fully heal you, and when you die, you go back to your last save point. You don't want to lose all that progress. Red Rust is a terrible sword, don't equip it. It is slower than the broadsword, and less damage. Cube of Zoe, or Zoe, or whatever. Basically, we can kill candles for their hearts. Wow. And whatever else they might drop. And now we're in the first real zone, the Alchemy Lab. I hope you like skeletons, because, they sure do. Ooh. Let's see, some spikes there we want to deal with. Oh, well, that works too. I'll take a Curious. Couple more defense points. Get back here, you fiend. There we go. Golly, what an annoying little fella. Those red bones you can't actually kill, they just kind of fall into a pile of bones. So, Just kind of more of an obstacle to avoid than an actual enemy. Hey, another save point. You know, as opposed to the one we had just like 5 seconds ago. Yeah, they're pretty generous early on here, but I assure you they will space them out much further later. Well, careful. Should be an axe armor up here we want to deal with. Could be a problem later, so it's better just to get him out of the way. So let's see, if I get this guy to die on the switch here, there's a little exploit trick you can do. I'm not very good at it, but we'll see if I can do it. Second time's the charm, they say. Yep, you can do it just like that, and pick up the Basilard. I will be equipping that in a second, because I still need this other sword here for one little thing, but soon enough I'll switch that out. Okay, that works. Sure. New piece of gear as well, the leather shield. It is an extra point of defense. And you can hold it out in front of you if you want to. I admittedly am pretty bad about remembering to use my shields, but I mean, passively increasing your defense is good too. So, this little floor here, you can break it. Little secret fake floor there. And what's at the bottom of it? A life max up. Very useful. Now I'll go equip that new Basilard we got. Slightly weaker than the broadsword, but I mean, it attacks so much faster that it's not even a contest on which is better. Another secret wall right off to the left here for a heart max up. Man, I sure am getting a lot of hearts. I kind of want to use them pretty soon here. Oh well, ask and you shall receive. It's the knife. Yeah, I'm not really excited about the knife. It's okay, but I'd never find myself going out of my way to use it. Especially late game, it falls off pretty hard. Oh well, it's a tool to be used. So we can lower that, push that, raise that, and then use it to get over to this little side area. Now I know this looks like the required path, but I can assure you that it is optional, for at the end we get the cloth cape. Just the cloth cape, yes. That's a new equipable for an extra point of defense. And some new swagger, as I am now wearing a red cape. Hooray! Yeah, capes actually do change what you look like, which is nice. Little attention to detail there. These axe armors are quite a pain. Try not to get hit by them. And you can destroy their axes, so make use of that if you have to. Ooh, this is just short that it won't hit him through the wall, huh? Sad times. I'm not a Spittlebone fan, as you can imagine. I am try to kill them whenever I can see them. Ooh, another save point. That is rather generous placement. Again, we're still in the early game. They'll wean us off of them soon enough. Ooh. Die, thank you. $50, heck yeah, free heart. But more importantly, we get the axe. Oh man, I love me the axe. It is another sub-weapon. Oh, we can't go through that door, so forget about that one. So the axe, you attack with it, and it goes in like an arch. Woohoo. Very good at hitting enemies above you, or below you, even, but... Ooh, hello, big, empty, spacious-looking room. I wonder what that could mean. Strange. Oh, it's a boss! Crazy. Come on, get down here. Yeah, the axe is definitely the way to go for these guys. Gaben and Slogra, I believe? Basilard is definitely an upgrade over whatever other weapon you might be using right now. Come on, die already. Die already. There we go. Not often that I kill them in that order, but I guess it doesn't really matter. More HP, always a plus. Yeah, I guess that was like the first real boss of the game, but they really are not that difficult. Bloody zombie, I think those can drop some stuff, but I'm sure it's not good enough to grind for. Very few items in this game actually are. And down this path we get an elevator. I know. Exciting. Who doesn't love elevators? I'm sure somebody has said that. So anyway, if we get off at this stop here, we can get some sunglasses. And the sunglasses, +1 defense. They lower your int by 1, but int is kind of irrelevant, so doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Come on. Hurry up. Don't got all day now. So we go down all the way to the bottom. We can hit this, break this wall, and does this look familiar? It's where we got that Basilard. So that's when you're supposed to get it, is now, as opposed to before the first boss, but what can I say? I like a little cheese. Well, that's that hallway done and dusted. Oh goody, another save point. Good thing too, I was 1 HP down. That could have been a disaster. Let's see. Keep ascending. More bloody zombies. Gosh, they really live up to their name, don't they? Just exploding into piles of goo. Not that they put up much of a fight. Oh, the stone. It bounces. It's okay. Not a huge fan myself usually, but it's not the worst weapon. Spittlebone, get out of here. Nobody likes you. Die. What? Come on. There we go. Take out some axe armors. They're really the only enemy that's actually a threat at this stage in the game, because those axes can kind of hurt a little bit if you're not careful. Oh, the salt. That's what it looks like. You will never see me use the salt. I just don't think it's very good. But I guess I'm not an expert, so hey, it might actually be really good and I just don't know it. Although I find that hard to believe. Go through another loading zone to get to zone number 2. The Marble Gallery. There's holy water. It's kind of like the salts. I'll probably use it about as frequently as the salt. Yes, not all sub-weapons are created equally, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Take you out. Can't make the gap, so we just jump down the pit. I am not taking those knives, no thank you. Crazy table after me, we don't want that. And another save point. Wow. Told you, they'll get rarer. They'll definitely get rarer. So anyway, the way to go is above us, but I'm gonna go check out this lower path first. Is there a secret wall here? No. Yeah, trust me, I thought there was too. Ooh, you throwing boomerangs? Well, actually, I think those are just bones. Get out of here. Stuff up there I can't get. I'll just land on your head. More stuff I can't get. Oh, look, a marionette. Ooh, what'd you drop? Circlet. That is 1 less defense, but a lot more int. That's a rare drop. It's a shame I don't like using int. Not really a shame, but eh. So over this way, got a couple more marionettes it looks like. Knock me into the spirit orb. What does it do? You can see how much damage you deal. Does it provide any boost to your gameplay? No. Am I still gonna keep it on for the rest of the playthrough? Yes. I like seeing how much damage I deal. The ball and chain guy. What do you deal with? 12 damage, and then 1. Touching your toes did more than your iron ball. That's concerning. That guy's kind of a jokester. Ooh, Skelerangs. Yeah, we don't like those guys. I'm gonna let him live, but I don't like him, let it be known. Oh, ghosts! That's another enemy I don't like, especially when you can't kill them in one hit. They infinitely respawn, so killing them is mostly a waste of time. Get away from me. Thank you, goodbye. Ooh, I do not want that knife. I mean, it would be good against this guy in the room here, but I don't really care since he's not that hard anyway. Little Cthulhu-looking fella. And he's gone. Just like that. Quite the damage sponge, but he doesn't do any damage back to you, and he can take as many hits as he wants to. So what was our prize for going through that whole huge hallway? Shield potion. And we're right back at the start of the game. What a waste. Yeah, that hallway, I don't know why they bother including it. It is never useful. And I don't think you can make that jump. I've tried many times, but maybe you can and I'm just bad. Either way is possible. Well, that's a good save point. I will meet you guys right back at the start of that huge hallway.